Hey friends, welcome back to Just in Process. Grab your water, I've got mine, and we'll get into it. Week 13. I can't believe I'm starting my 4th month on Mounjaro. This is my 2nd month on the 10 milligram. I'm really glad I decided to stay on for another month because the side effects are still there and it's getting less and less each week. So I'm hoping by the end of the 2nd month on the 10 milligram that I will be ready to bump up to the 12.5. But we will see how the appointment goes with my doctor and what he thinks and go from there. Overall, this week went really well for me. There is one thing that I've been struggling with, and I wanted to bring it up just to see if any of you are also struggling. During the holidays, I did splurge a little bit here and there and eat some things that were not in line with my weight loss goals, but there's a few things that are like holiday traditions. I still wanted to take part in those traditions. I did have more sugar than I have probably had in any of the months previous, and now I'm feeling like I might be getting more sugar cravings than I was the first 3 months that I was on Mounjaro. It makes me a little bit nervous because this is probably about the time frame where on previous diets that I've been on, maybe the newness has worn off and I'm starting to lose motivation. I'm nervous that if I wasn't on Mounjaro that would be happening again, and I don't know if it's just me thinking too much into it. The medication is still working really well as far as appetite suppression, but I am starting to get a few more food thoughts in my head, and it's mostly for sugary stuff. So ice cream or candy, that's pretty much it, those two things. I just want to get a handle on it now before it becomes an issue, and I'm worried, of course, for the future and when I might go off of Mounjaro. Just learning techniques that when those sweet cravings come and the food thoughts come, that I have come up with a process to really dive into, is it true hunger? Is it a true craving? Is it something else? Am I trying to emotionally eat for some reason, or what is it? And I really want to come at it with a lot of curiosity now because I feel like being on the Mounjaro is helpful and being able to say no to those things. Even if I do get a craving for sweets and I have some, I'm still eating a lot less of that than I was before I was on Mounjaro. I made some really good progress toward my goals this week. I walked a total of 4 times and got in a total of 32,082 steps this week. I should have looked up what I was getting previously, but I know that that's way more steps than I was getting, so I'm really happy with that. Of course, I would like it to be a little bit more, but just trying to take small steps toward building those good habits and trying to not be so all or nothing. In the past, my brain would have told me that's less than 5,000 steps a day, and that's not going to do very much toward helping to lose weight. I just have to tell my brain, shh, because that is more steps than I was doing before, and it's never worked for me to go from 0 to 60 without any kind of ramp up or anything else. So I feel like this time, by taking it slow and slowly building up, not burning myself out or trying to do too much too soon, is a more sustainable way to make that a habit that continues going forward and building on it from there. So really happy got those 4 walks in this week. I also did 1 strength training session at the gym this week, so also very happy with that. I am slowly building that up as well, as far as just asking my personal trainer about adding in additional machines or increasing weight on certain machines. Like when I initially started the leg press, I think it's called the leg press he had me doing, the weight was just almost felt like nothing. And so I asked him, should I bump up the weight or should I bump up the amount of reps that I'm doing? Combination of both. And he recommended bumping up the weight. So that's what we did. But it's just really nice to have someone to bounce all those questions off of, because it's not something that I'm really familiar with at all. Yeah, so did that one time this week. And then also, one of the other things that I was focusing on this month was sleep. This week, I got an average of 6 hours and 27 minutes of sleep per night. And so I always tend to get a little bit more sleep on the weekends and a little bit less sleep during the week. And I know for sure that there was one day this week that was pretty close to like 5 hours, and that is just not enough for me. So I'm trying to do better and go to sleep earlier and be getting 7 hours of sleep per night. That's what I need to get. And I think it's even more important that I'm getting 7 hours of sleep on the weeknights where I have to work the next day, because if I don't, I just feel more draggy and what have you the next day. So as far as wearing my CPAP, I only wore my CPAP 2 nights this last week, which is not great. I really need to do a better job at prepping my CPAP every single night, washing my mask. That's mostly the reason why I don't wear it, is because I'm just going to bed so late that I don't want to take the extra time to get the mask, take it in the bathroom, wash it, and then go put it back on, refill the machine full of water. It honestly does not take very long. The whole thing is stemming from is that I'm just going to bed too late. So, if it's like midnight during the week and I'm just so tired that I don't want to take any extra time to do anything. And that is almost like magnifying the problem, because then I'm not sleeping as well as I could have. I'm already getting less sleep, and then I wake up the next day and things are even foggier. So anyway, I need to do better at that. I did do a lot better at getting in my 48 ounces of water. I'm pretty much hitting that consistently. The days I struggle with it the most are definitely the weekends, where I'm not sitting at my desk and I'm out and about and I'm just forgetting. But I have started keeping a case of bottled water in my car, and that has been really helpful. Speaking of water, let's drink. I think all that walking this week really showed itself on the scale, and I was down 3 pounds this week. I was so close to hitting that 40-pound mark. I missed it by less than half a pound. I am officially down 39.6 pounds, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe how far I've come and the changes I'm starting to see and feel in my body. I've definitely never lost this amount of weight in this short of a time. And remembering how I was feeling just a little over 3 months ago and how I'm feeling now, the huge change. I'm still morbidly obese and still have a long way to go, but my knees are not hurting anymore. I'm not huffing and puffing when I climb the stairs. I'm actually able to climb stairs without my knees hurting. At home, obviously, I had no option except to climb the stairs to do laundry and that sort of thing. But at work, we have an elevator, and I've been able to stop taking the elevator at work. I'm climbing the stairs. That feels really good. I'm able to do housework and just move around better. What else? There was something else. Oh, I'm able to bend over and tie my shoes without it being a struggle, without trying to I wasn't trying to hold my breath. I would basically have to hold my breath, because when I was bent over like that, it was difficult to breathe because leaning over my belly or whatever else. I'm able to put my ankle up on my knee, whereas before I would have to basically grab my hem, like my cuff or whatever on my pant and like pull it up onto my knee. Yeah, it's so many things that I don't know, like I don't really think about it on a daily basis, and I don't want it to be lost on me how far I've come and how many things are changing for the better. I really appreciate you all tuning in. If you guys have any ideas of content that you would like to see or whatever, then let me know. I'm always trying to learn something new and push myself out of my comfort zone. Anyway, hope you all are having an amazing week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.